but I still can barely see with that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, alrighty. Not today, Satan. Oh, I can do the peeky. Howdy guys, my name is Quellow and welcome back to my channel. Now, today we are playing a brand new game by the name of Call of Cthulhu. Now, just before we get started, I want a quick update on what the story with the channel is. Pretty much my whole content is going to be shifting now to something different. I hope you guys enjoy. I've been off for quite some time now. Had a bit of a problems, all kinds of problems. But I'm not gonna get into it now. Let's begin this game, and hope you guys enjoy what's coming and hope you enjoy this gameplay. Let's go, let's begin. So now we have the main menu, new game, all the basics. Let's go, new game, empty slot. Oh, okay. So is there no difficulty? Oh well. Chapter 1, the Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston, 1924. So I don't really know a lot about this game, Call of Cthulhu. I just saw it, I like Cthulhu, so just got it. Let's jump in and let's see what's the story. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Torpor? Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Alright. Let's see what's this about. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who fucked Cyanide and H.P. Lovecraft. I did not manage to read that. But you can pause the video and read it yourself. Oh, Jesus. What's going on here? What? Well, that's a beginning I did not expect. Oh, wow. Okay, game's saved. Everything is all bloody. What is going on in here? Move. WASD. So we were down there? What's all this about? I hope the game isn't too loud. If it is, I can always change it in post. But hopefully everything is nice and dandy so far. Okay. Some fish corpses? Okay. Let's just continue on and see what's up. So C is for crouch. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's chains on it. So we're not getting through that. Okay, there's a whole situation over here. How the hell did we end up over here? I can barely see anything. Counter darkness. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. I guess we have our pick up an object. When an object... Okay. Whoa. That is actually awesome. But I still can barely see with that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, alrighty. Not today, Satan. Oh, I can do the peeky. Item obtained, bolt cutters. Okay. So I can like light up the way a bit more. Yeah. I wonder if that's taking any of the... anything really. All right, we have some heavily demonic voice. How did we end up here? Like, this is my main question. What is going on here?
What a putrid offering.
Sheesh. That's a big one. Big boy. Alrighty.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
You see, when we get the option to run, I am not so happy about. Fuck. What if I don't want to run, huh? What if I... Yeah.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
What is this?
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Wow. Okay.
I hate whiskey.
Probably not alone, my friend. New place discovered. Pierce Investigation Agency. Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of the mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from the unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? You're really giving it away that there's creatures already. I mean, yeah, it's in the name, but come on. What is this? Pierce. Oh, what a handsome boy. Skills. Eloquency? What the hell is that? Eloquency represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving the skill increases your chances of convincing and or manipulating during discussions. Woo! 4 CP needed before next level. CP. Spot hidden. Amateur 30%. 2 CP needed before next level. Spot hidden represents the ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. An undiscoverable object will not appear in the game. Strength. 6 CP needed before next level. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Interesting. Investigation. Professional. Oh. Professional in that. Amateur, okay. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object. And of picking locks. That's quite good. Psychology. I'm an amateur in psychology. Who would have guessed? Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior, or on the analysis of objects. Interesting. Occultism. Whoa. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chance of determining the use of origin of occult artifacts and of expressing the knowledge of the myth. The medicine and occult skill can Only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Okay. Medicine. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, whatever, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Diagnosis. Oh fuck, I said it. I couldn't leave without saying it. Okay, what about sanity? Mental trauma. Sanity. Whoa. Nightmare. Nightmares. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffer heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire, forced to hold their position for several days. Surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Sanity. Stable. Okay. Confident in your abilities in your Cartesian mind. You conduct your investigations by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Okay. Dark water. You don't have any information yet. Places. Oh, there it is. My private detective agency, contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small time case follows the other. Adultery, settle scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of the empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. You don't have any information yet. Okay, what about clues? Chapter 1, no clues. And inventory knowledge, Lost Battalion, 10/7/18. Lighter, my old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the last battalion who fell. Shit. That's quite sad, won't be lying.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Sleeping pills. The doctor prescribes them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to my nightmares, but for a while now their effects has been wearing off. Okay, item obtained. Sleeping pills.
Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
What about
I used to be
these
an avid
books?
reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Okay. There's a lot of things around here. I'm just gonna turn off the music just so I can focus on...
I should get rid of all this stuff. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Cool.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Case solved. The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Somebody's calling us. I haven't searched the whole thing yet. Why are you calling me?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at
The
Wentworth.
ball on his
I'm calling
table.
because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of skill. Oh, available character points. Psychology represents the knowledge of human behavior. Investigation. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this, and I have 4 points left, and I'm gonna wait until like validate, add, remove. So do I have to allocate all of them? Seems like I do. Oh shit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this and this. Validate character creation. Do you really want to validate the character points attributed?
Thank you for this information, Mr.
Okay.
Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I
Wait,
raise
is
a
this how I
sensitive
level up?
question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Whoa.
I'm coming.
What's up? Who are you? You look kind of awesome.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me,
All right.
it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to
Okay.
look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
That's a quite disturbing
what am I supposed
painting.
to find?
Tell me
A lot of
Tell
supernatural.
me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
All right. Your notebook details are your current object. Okay, so examine the painting. Pierce Investigation Agency. So, 20th of October 1924. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy. Okay, we did this. A strange picture painted by... Despite the treatment, I again heard... Oh, yeah, that's a strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. Oh shit! I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about this case. Oh wow. What about inventory? Knowledge. Okay. Let's check this painting out first.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
J. Okay. How do I... Okay, I can't really go up or down anymore.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
Okay.
Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of this is unreadable, but I can make out parts of the address, Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on the domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty? Why? A press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a reckless life there with their only son, Simon.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You shouldn't take this painting lightly. Unlocked answer. Cool. I read about her mental fragility in this police report. Something's not right with the story. Find out about Warehouse 36. Where does Sarah Hawkins live?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Alrighty. I read about about her mental fragility in the police report.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
Visions.
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Interesting. Investigation professional. Unlocked answer. Something's not right with the story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Me too. So, find about Warehouse 36. Where does Sarah Hawkins live?
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Try my best, I guess. Find about
The
Warehouse
sender's label
36.
mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Alright. That's all the information I need.
I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
I guess so. It's a fairly interesting case.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
So there's a couple of more. I think that's have a drink, don't drink. Definitely not. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. This will affect your destiny. Ah, shit. Did I fuck up? Clues. Darkwater. Here's Sanity? Yeah, I don't know. So, Stephen Webster. We have Charles Hawkins. Sarah Hawkins. Simon Hawkins. Okay, let's read about him. A wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area, Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I have to investigate the death of his only daughter. Okay. Charles Hawkins, age 41, occupation ship owner. Fuck. Deceased. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on the Darkwater, the heir of the ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during the trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, age 33, occupation painter. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her portrait artistic universe, she was worshipped for the strangest of her work and the rarity of her public appearance. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Whew. Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnist, a wealthy Boston heirs. Now for her party going, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. Recluse? She disappeared from the front pages of newspaper and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret only after Father Stephen Webster continued to seek the truth. Oh shit, okay. That's a whole bit of a different and weird. Leave for Darkwater. Secondary objective: find out about Darkwater. So, did I check
Married
this?
woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understand that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Item obtained. Closed case. Let's close that.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Find out about Blackwater. The Learning of the Medicine. The Learning of the Medicine, Volume 1. A dense work aimed to add entrants and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatments.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston.
Atlas of
But I've never
Atlantic
heard of it.
Islands.
According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Alrighty. That's a cool looking island. Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of this moving evidence of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornaments the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it at sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land of the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to dark water.
I guess we'll see about that, huh? So we're on chapter 2, the Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. I'm starting to like this game. It's actually beginning to be quite awesome. So let's continue. What's going on here? Oh, okay, so we just teleported to the ship. I thought I'd have to go there or something like that. Never heard of this developer. Cyanide Studio. Doesn't ring any bell with me, so... But then again, I've never really played small games. I've only played large titles. So that's a whole new genre that is new to me.
We're almost there.
Couple of shipwrecks in the mist on the rocks. Call of Cthulhu. That's awesome. Oh, that's a shipwreck. I was like, that's not their ship. Okay. Are you sure you want to go there?
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
All
Does
right.
the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
Why the hell does it all look so terrifying and
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
weird?
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what do we have here? There's some sort of a statue over there. Let's click J and here, 25th of October 1924. Darkwater docks. On the approaches of the Darkwater, I saw a thick cloud mask in the sky. They were so low they seemed intent on impaling themselves on the sharp reefs that circle the island. Okay. Okay, so that's just information we got from the captain. Let's go back on the ship. Alright. Yo! Chillax. I can't. Okay. Welcome to Darkwater. That is actually quite cool. I'd like to check out that statue, but I don't think I can get across.
Let the police do their work.
What the hell happened here?
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
See how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Talk to Bradley.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please.
Okay.
Allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
I'm guessing there's something behind
See
him.
that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You can't
Oh
understand.
shit, I picked the
Back in the water,
Oh, yeah.
you shysters, you're crazy.
Gonna get us-
The
medicine.
blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
But why?
No way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't
Some
understand.
big.
You're not sailors. It's a
Alright,
sign.
let's go. A couple of guys over there. I don't think I can get past, but I'll just try.
Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
What's around here?
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
You can see he's half drunk. There's nothing to sort
Okay, it
out.
seems like these guys are not friendly whatsoever. I'm not gonna go into here as of yet. I wanna... Wait, can I take this? Should be able... No, I can't. Oh, well. Oh, I have my little trusty fire. How the hell do I put it away? I don't. Okay. That's a... Oh. Guess that's the way I put it away. Howdy, howdy. Now, let's look around first, and then we'll see
I wonder
what's
what
up.
Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman.
Threatening letter. Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. You need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the courier. Cat. Who the hell is this cat? A lot of questions, no
Look.
answers.
This place seems half abandoned.
As the whole town looks. We have a toilet around here. There's not
Fishing
one around.
equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Maritime Bank?
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while.
This whole place looks broken down. The second volume of teaches ethic and good practice to medical staff. Whoa. So did I level up now? I guess not yet. Let's look outside. Oh, this is cool. This is real cool. I got a harpoon over here. What about this?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Posted on a bridge of a ship. He was a wooden... What? In this photography, a man who looks like the Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Does he have a wooden leg? Is this his wooden leg?
What a macabre souvenir.
Oh! What's in there? None too exciting. Alrighty, let's head down. I think
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Okay, guess it's time to speak with him.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Alrighty.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the documents is blanked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Woohoo! On the deck. Somewhere around here? Oh, there he is. Okay, let's join him. So what's
From
up?
here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Alrighty, awesome. So what's up with this? Unlock the answer. Your documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I think they would. What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Talk about Darkwater. Ask him about Warehouse 36.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
That's a huge one.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
I've got no idea. You underestimated me. Is this a game for you?
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Where is the warehouse again? We found that. Talk about Darkwater. So this photograph looks strangely like you.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Oh, okay. That's why I was wondering. What the hell?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I seen it. No worries. I saw the killer whale on the wharf.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
What would have killed it? Why are they putting it back into the sea?
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, You're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking
Whoa.
about mythology.
That's cool.
Indeed, you're right.
Where are they putting
The
it
police
back into
took
the
decision
sea?
to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Yeah, he is right. Who's
I found a
Cat?
threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Alrighty. That's quite interesting.
I
Let's
shall be
leave.
on my way.
We
So
got
come back
quite a
and
lot
see
of
when
information
you've got
already.
something new.
Gain 1 CP. Okay, cool. Getting all kinds of points every now and then. So I think I need 2 for this. Let's check what this is.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Alrighty. Let's go check out what we can find in the pub. Alright. Guess they're not friendly.
Be careful.
What a legend. And who is that? She doesn't look
Let's get him another drink.
um
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
local. What you mean? I don't know a troublemaker. It wasn't me who went looking for it. This guy didn't show respect. You're overdoing it. I'm sorry.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Alrighty.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Alrighty. Order a drink. Do you know the Hawkins
What do you
warehouse?
know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are
Why is
rumors.
everybody so scared of it?
Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Interesting. Find out about Darkwater. I'm not gonna have a drink, so. Sarah Hawkins, why the stranded whale?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
I guess so.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
It's true that they were strange. Talk, you'll feel better for it. I'm not speaking ill of it. What? It's not speaking ill if it's true. Enough said about Sarah Hawkins.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though.
All right.
Mrs. Hawkins, and she went to see her doctor very often.
So you have the different questions you can use, which is quite awesome.
Forget it.
It's true that you are...
Her style made her famous.
I
How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
All right. It's not speaking ill if it's
Her
true.
vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I think that's it. Yep,
That'll
is
be
it.
all for now.
Go to the bar, talk to Fitzroy.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
What's that? Oh, harpoon. Okay. What else would it be? Hello there.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Okay.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
That's awesome. The end of whaling. What is this song? Leave. History of the Hawkins
I
family.
heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch. You shouldn't talk about the dead like that. We're not speaking ill. We're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk. There! You're speaking ill, you see?
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
The end of whaling.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
So that was the last one, huh?
Exactly.
What is this song?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell,
Alrighty.
gentlemen.
Good
Enjoy
night, stranger.
your party, guys. Interesting.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon.
These guys are kind of weird.
Can't you see that we're in the middle of a conversation? I told you to beat it.
Seems like she's not friendly. So there you have it for part 1 of this very mysterious game. If you guys enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, comment, sub, share, do your thing. And don't forget to let me know if you guys played it down in the comment section below, because it's quite interesting, and just tell me what you think about it. See you in the next one, and as always, bye-bye.